So my name's Terry Tillert. I'm really passionate about health. I've started a website, healthandwealth.ca. I've been a health coach for a long time, help people with a lot of serious problems, just help them get back into balance, get back into good health. Cancer's been a passion of mine for a long time because I lost a couple of uncles years ago, and I really didn't like what the allopathic system had to offer. So I researched to find out, what was really out there. When someone has cancer, generally speaking, here's the common things that they generally have. They're low in magnesium, they're low in vitamin D, they're low in zinc, they're low in selenium, they're low in essential fatty acids, they've got a congested liver, they've got poor kidney function, they've got congested bowels, they've got heavy metal problems, they probably have root canals, they probably have mercury fillings, they most likely have an emotional trauma at the root of this whole problem. They would have a lot of inflammation, they would have congested lymph from lack of exercise, they would have hormones that are imbalanced, and all these things, really what they contribute to is a breakdown of the DNA. Your DNA only knows health. And if your DNA has gone wonky because it's missing, essential minerals and essential nutrients, and it's very toxic, which, brings down your pH, brings down your oxygen, all these things, then your immune system can't function properly, and it can't kill off the cancer cells that it's designed to kill.
Do you ever notice what some people say, well, chemo and radiation's got to work some of the time because it works for some people. I know somebody that had cancer and it's in remission.
No problem. Chemo, radiation, surgery doesn't work. That's actually a placebo effect. I mean, the meta-analysis proves that it works in less than 20% of the cases. That's if we're being generous. Ralph Moss shows it works in 1 to 2% of the cases. And every single time, even if it did work, there are much better options that are less toxic. Why would you do it? It's a completely irrational thing. You're going to go and poison yourself. Well, some of the most toxic substances on earth, you're going to go that cause cancer, documented to cause cancer, and that's what you're going to do to get rid of your cancer? Why would you do it? Get sick, lose your hair, all that stuff? There's lots of natural substances out there that work. Let me tell you a bit about essential oils. Here's something that's just very poorly understood. That doesn't, just because they smell doesn't mean they're not science. And I'm talking about therapeutic, ingestible grade that's also used intravenously, not your health food store oils, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. But, the essential oil of limonene. 34,000 medical journals just in English alone, plus tens of thousands or more globally, proving very clearly that it dramatically boosts glutathione, which is the liver's main antioxidant, one of the main reasons why you can get rid of cancers. There was a documented journal in 2002 by Haig that they proved 100% of memory tumors disappeared, large or small, no matter what, 100%. Done simply by limonene, which is very cheap, inexpensive, and comes from the essential oil from citrus essential oils like orange. I mean, Johns Hopkins University is also talking about it. Yet you go and see an oncologist today, he's never heard of limonene. He's not offering it to you as an adjunct therapy, not as an option, not as something to protect yourself. Limonene's actually been shown, and it's currently being studied in over 50 universities of the world, to dramatically protect someone against chemo if they were to actually take it. Right? So here we've got all these things, yet no one talks about it. Where is the medical professional? What kind of oncologist misses the boat and is asleep at the wheel and misses 34,000 medical journals? Beyond me, over my head. But yet these are the people we trust. Completely irrational. If we take a look at the essential oil frankincense. Well, frankincense has been studied all over the world. They're rapidly regenerating organs with it. It's great for inflammation. It's one of the #1 things for colitis and Crohn's. We have a digestive problem and an assimilation problem when you have cancer. So it's great for all these things. Frankincense has been well documented, published in medical journals, to be cytotoxic against cancer cells, but actually repair the DNA of healthy cells. So frankincense is a gift. I mean, there's a reason why it's been around for 10,000 years. There's a reason why it was talked about in the Bible relentlessly. It's been well documented for all different kinds of cancers, many different kinds of cancers. Now, I'm not here to say it's a magic bullet that it cures cancer on its own, but we're talking about DNA repair. 2008, the American Cancer Society came out on their website, not publicly, came out in 2008 and said the cause of all cancers is DNA damage during a person's lifetime. They said 95% of the cause of cancer was attributed to that. Hello, if we're taking something like frankincense that repairs DNA, what could possibly be better from a cancer treatment perspective? Now, we take a look at other essential oils. I mean, what's an essential oil? We talked about, Otto Warburg said that the reason why we were getting cancer because there was no oxygen in a cell. This is the reason why we take herbs and foods. That increases the oxygen in a cell maybe by 5%. If we look at hydrogen peroxide, which is commonly used as a treatment helper, that boosts oxygen to the cell by 9%. Essential oils boost oxygen to the cell by 21%. Well, if the root cause of cancer is oxygen to the cell, and essential oils will increase oxygenation of the cell by 21% because its primary constituent is oxygen, and it's identical to the human structure, human cells, it gets right into the cell. I mean, petrochemicals are one of the reasons why we're sick. We have toxemia in the cells. They can't excrete their waste and they can't bring in the nutrients properly. Many essential oils are very well documented for completely dissolving petrochemicals. So they'll get right in the cell and get rid of the root cause of the problem, toxemia, and of course, oxygen to the cell. Another major cause of cancer, every single cancer is a fungal cell transformed, a fungal mutated cell. Well, essential oils are antiviral, antibacterial, antiparasitic, antifungal, and there's never been a virus or any microbe ever tested in the history of mankind that has survived the presence of essential oils. It's never happened, it's never going to. Not MRSA, not the superbugs, not Streptococcus pneumonia, none of them. I mean, people say essential oils, well, they're smelly things, so they can't possibly be medicine. Let's take it 2 steps forward to give context. We know herbs work because there would be no drugs in the world if herbs didn't work. Because drugs are an extract from herbs. They remove the stabilizing agents, which what makes people sick. The essential oil is 50 to 80 times stronger than an herb. So it is the most potent medicine. It's just the least understood. It's been around for at least 10,000 years. It turns out archaeological evidence is starting to show. They used it in the ancient times, the Egyptian times, the Roman times, the times of Christ. They've always been around until 200 years ago when pharmaceuticals came in.